and only 40% did not. And so when they're able to cross with the males, the female one is actually the only one that is expressed because it goes through the mother side. So I got to 6-4 for that ratio because 60% of the females did have the dominant trait and the other one were the recessive. And it doesn't matter on that one what the genotype is, it follows the mother through maternal inheritance. Part H is about the plants. And so on this one, 40% of the plants are green and 60% are white, and the population is 50% green and 50% white. And so when they're randomly allowed to mate, I came up with a phenotype ratio of 1 to 2 to 1 because the odds of them being crossed and mixed when having where they're both expressed at the same time, where they have the green patches and the white patches on this plant, is very high because it does cross with the other color because there is a 50% chance of them doing that. So it's a 1 to 2 to 1 ratio. Question number 3 is about the horses. And how is it explained? The Cremello and the Chestnut I don't want to say purebred because they're all the same breed, it's just quote color, but they do have those alleles that do it, and the Palomino is actually a mix between the two to get that golden color. Instead of a brown or a white coat, when you mix them together it does make a golden brown coat, and that is actually what is desirable. So it is a result of codominance because they get both represented. And it says indicate the possible genotypes for Palomino, Chestnut, and Cremello. The Chestnut one, I did big R, Palomino did big R, little r, and Cremello did little r, little r. And number 2 is about the rooster combs. And these ones, I actually just looked at the PowerPoint on this one to help me through the teachings. And it says the first one is 1 runnet, 1 rose, 1 pea, and 1 single. And for that one, it'd actually have to be a cross of big R, big P, little p, cross against the same kind, so that all 4 of them would be expressed. Part B is 3 rows and 1 single. And so I did big R, little p, big R, little p, little p. And when it is crossed, it does make the 3 rows and the 1 single. 1 rows and 1 single, I did big R, little p, times little p, little r, to get the 1 rows and 1 single. And the 3 walnut, 1 rose, I did big R, big P, little p, and then cross against the same as the big R, big P, little p. Alright, and the reason I'm doing it backwards is because this one is a little bit more complicated. There's a lot more to go to it with the blood types. And so the first one, it says determine a possible genotype for parents and child. For the child, I got little I, little r, M, N. And as the mom, I did I, R, big M, big N. And for the mom, I did, no, yeah, that was the mom. And then the dad, I did I to big R, M. On these ones, I just looked at the PowerPoint as well to look at the different types for the blood. There's the IA, the IB, IAB, and then little I that shows that 4 different kinds of blood type. Part B says what proportion would be grown with that genotype. So I was able to calculate it up over here, and on my notes did calculate the different kinds of the blood type and what proportions it would be when they did the cross. And so for the blood type, it was a cross of 1/4. For the Rhesus, it was 1/2, and then for the MM blood trait, because it is autosomal, so it does actually come from the parents on that one, it got 1/2 as well because they both had them present, and it gave me an answer of 1/16. Part C, it was the same kind of question, so I used the same math, and it says what portion will have blood type A, the B Rhesus is positive, and M, I got 1/32. D, and it says, this is my favorite question out of all of them, it says a man says that he couldn't be the father with that blood type. Is that true? And I would say the answer is no. He is wrong because the mother could be an IA, and the father could have a heterozygous alleles. And so that everything else can be possible because of that. It is not probable, but it is possible because it does have a proportion of doing it. But it is possible with both of their matches to be able to get him to be the child. And that's going to be all for all of my questions for today for the group progress. I hope you guys got the same answers, and if not, you can let me know. And that's going to be everything. Thank you so much.